Hi guys, and welcome to another Lead to Legacy membership interview. We've got a stunningly wonderful guest on with us today. I'm going to let her introduce herself in a moment. The idea behind the Lead to Legacy drive is to invite people we care about to meet people we care about. There are people out there right now that are scared, they're frightened, and they don't know where to turn for business and for support. And we've got these wonderful Givers Gain communities in our chapters, and all we need to do is meet them once and they'll know that they're not on their own. So I'm just going around recording stories and asking some of our key members how they found certain things over the last few months. So my first question, there are 5 questions, and my very first one to our guest on the call today is: what's your name? What's your company name? What chapter do you belong to, and how long have you been a member?
Okay, so thank you very much, Greg. My name's Jayne Redgrave. My company is Jayne Red Design. I am a member of the Hurricanes chapter in Biggin Hill, and I have been a member for 2.5 years.
Fantastic. Now, I remember Jayne, as that chapter was starting up, Jayne used to always have a little poem that she would say at the beginning of each week. My name's Jayne Red, creative design. Is that it? How does it go?
Logos and branding are a passion
of mine. Yes, brilliant. So, and it's fantastic because at one point the whole chapter knew it and would sing along with you. So, fantastic. So, my next question is, how has BNI supported you through this COVID era?
Well, the thing is, I started my business just as I joined BNI. So I had no idea at all how to run a business. So everybody around me taught me as I went along. And then obviously COVID hit, where everybody was just in total shock and panic. And where I'm a designer, a lot of my business is events. So I normally work with the Biggin Hill Air Show, and obviously that was all cancelled. So everything we'd prepared in January was obviously all on hold. And it was amazing to find out that BNI was actually going online.
Yeah.
And it may have sounded really odd to think everybody was going to be on Zoom. And at first it was a little bit strange, but I think it's basically got everybody through it. I've had one-to-ones with people I would never, ever have had one-to-ones with.
Yep.
I have met so many people. I've been able to go to so many other chapters and visit their chapter because you're not logistically having to get there.
Yep.
And I've had loads of one-to-ones with members in India who I've actually been working with as well. So
wow.
In actual fact, it's been the core that's actually got me through it. And BNI has been absolutely incredible. I don't know what I would have done. And at the beginning, I was constantly on the webinars that you was doing and Russell were doing. And it was really quite fun because everybody was in a very strange place.
Yeah.
You know, nobody was allowed to see anyone. So you kept the banter going, and it was really good pointers in order to be able to see our businesses through. So it's been for me definitely 100% the best thing.
Well, that's really, really encouraging to hear, because I mean we moved really quickly. I mean, I think around the world we took, when you take into account members in active chapters and those that are forming what we call core groups, I think we transitioned about 300,000 people to BNI online meetings within a week. It was just, it was unbelievable. And it was fear. It was, fear of the unknown. People didn't know how our system, because, let's be candid, we're a face-to-face networking organization, or we were. And actually what it's done is it's opened up so many doors. People realize you can still have that community through a computer, and even when lockdowns are happening. And as you found, and I didn't know any of this, but you're doing business internationally now. So we're focusing local, but we're tapping into a global network. And, it's amazing. So it sounds like you've had a lot of experience of working with people during this. So I'm going to ask, what's the most heartwarming thing you've seen in the last 7 to 8 months?
Well, I just think it is how everybody is reaching out to each other and making sure everyone is still okay. And we've been doing lots of like online quizzes and race nights. So other than our morning meetings, just to try and all still get together and still have that element of fun and banter with quizzes and things like that. And, I found that really quite heartwarming, because it can be quite lonely. And especially for some of our chapter members, they have been literally stuck on their own.
Yeah.
And in, and that's where you worry for them, so it's always good to, it's like your BNI family, just to check in to make sure everyone's still okay, and to make that effort to go online and do all the Zoom things. So I found that quite heartwarming, how everybody is actually stuck together and helped each other out.
Yeah, I can't agree more. I mean, there were some people that were naturally resistant to going online, and in a lot of cases, I'm not going to name any names, but in a lot of cases, it was kind of fear of not wanting to appear like they didn't know what they were doing with technology and stuff like that. So they kind of put out this, I don't need to go online. I didn't. As soon as they did, and it was members that rallied around them and helped them join the meetings and get used to it, and they spent time outside of normal meeting time, making sure that all the technology was right. As soon as they did, you could see their head lift. You could see that kind of injection of positivity, and the fact that they're, okay, I'm home. I'm back. I'm back in my community where I should be. So, stunning. It has been. It's left me speechless on a number of occasions when I've seen just how much effort people put in to make sure others are all right. Not them, but make sure that other people are okay. It's lovely. So I really appreciate the time that you've given up to come and speak to us today. And yeah, community is beautiful, and that feeling of camaraderie is just key at the moment. But we are a business organization. We're here for business, and we get all that lovely other stuff kind of thrown in on the side. So what can we do to help you in your business right now, Jayne?
Well, to be honest with you, I have been very, very lucky, and everybody has, I've still been as busy as I was before. And people have maybe been rebranding or thinking about now going, doing some social media, doing more stuff online. So I've had to diversify and learn new things. But it's exciting. It's exciting. So just keep doing what everyone's doing. I mean,
just keep that stuff up. So keep Jayne in mind, and because we know that logos are a passion of hers. So definitely keep Jayne in mind there. All right, well, we're going to bring the interview somewhat to a close now, but the eagle eye amongst you will notice that was only 4 out of 5 questions. So the last question is there anything else that you want to say to either other BNI members that are watching or people that are thinking of coming to BNI? Is there anything you'd like to add?
Well, for me personally, I wouldn't have known how to have grown a business. I've met so many amazing people who are just so much fun and also amazing to lean on. You can go for advice, and it's just a whole way of community and bringing it all together. We've managed to sign up a few new members during lockdown. And so we've never actually met face to face physically, but they've all joined and they're really enjoying the whole banter that goes around, and they can see that we all really do help each other out. Yeah. So 100%, I think all small businesses locally should definitely join BNI. I've never looked back.
And do you know what? It's Yeah, I love it when we have new people join us, but I like it just as much when people visit once. You know, they visit once, they meet all of you, we meet them. We know that business happens both ways. So, you know, when good businesses just come and meet us once, we find some wonderful pieces of referred business flowing. So, you know, absolutely, if you want to join us, contact us. But if you just want to stick your head around the door of a virtual meeting and see what it's like, then just drop some comments in the box, and we'll find the group closest to you that you can tap into. But Jayne, as it always is, it's an absolute pleasure to talk to you today. Congratulations on staying busy and being successful. You're brilliant at what you do, and I wish you all the success going forward. So thank you very much,
Greg.
Jayne.
And thank you too for keeping us all together and
Oh, bless you.
smiling.
I have no choice. My gums aren't big enough to cover my teeth. That's the only reason I smile all the time. So thank you, Jayne, and thank you everyone for watching. I hope to see you all in a BNI room very, very soon. Thank you.